said we use tracking technology devices, but we're using them in a way that can easily be worked around. Please talk about that.
Yeah. So two parts. With Descartes, with the macro point part of it, we do tracking for the drivers. Well, we were really reliant on them having their phones with the apps, and kind of really we've been seeing. There's a couple things on that. We've been seeing that there's stuff being spoofed, things like locations being manipulated. So you as a broker think everything's fine. Luckily, MacroPoint picked out on this. We've been like combating that. That's like our biggest. We have a whole huge division that's literally just attacking that part, but because of that, we've been seeing, well, we really need to be tracking the ELD instead, because this guy can just turn off his tracking on his phone at any time. The ELD part is a little bit more secure. So it's kind of one initiative is tracking the actual truck. Now, I don't think that that stops everything. I think you also need tracking on the freight. I think this is where the shippers get involved because this is part of the loading process. What the California Highway Patrol guys were telling me was that really they would have these tracking devices, but they would set it on the very end of the trailer, the very top of the first pallet you see is right there. So these guys open up the trailer and they're like, oh, this is the device I'm tossing this guy. So having it where these devices need to be more hidden into the trailer, deeper in, even inside of a pallet, it needs to be really in there. Because, or even if you have two of them, have the one that's sitting there where they toss out, oh, I'm good. I don't have to think about it anymore. A second one deeper in, because once you realize that first one can do the detection of like, hey, the doors are open, there's a light, something's going on here, I'm getting tossed, whatever, they have different mechanism on those tracking, but then the second one will actually stay with the freight, so that way they can go find it. So that's how they are finding these freights the best. It's whenever it's a shipper, or if you're yourself as a broker, forcing your shipper to do this, those are the ones that they're really able to recover quickly.